Raise your hand and ask your question.
Nag-raise na ako naman, hindi.
Okay, ay, sino yun?
Yes, Philippine star, Jerry Donato.
Okay, Jerry, go right ahead. Hi.
Hello. Yes, I have questions for ENZO and Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah, hello. This is my question for the two of you. What satisfaction or
that much money yourself, it's always nice to see din na nakapag-encourage ka ng community to join in the cause with you. So for me, it's really that. It's bring a community together that can help another community.
Yes.
And then at the same time, mas malaki yung mailalapit ng pera bilang individual or bilang parte ng community. So I love that idea and I love that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Kay Enzo naman.
Hi, thank you for that question.
Yeah.
Ako naman, for me, fitness and helping out the children in their community are two of the things that are important to me. So, ang sarap lang sa feeling na I'm able to do the things that I love, at the same time, encourage other people to help out our children. Gagawin ko. And I'm very thankful to be part of this kasi ayun na nga ang dami nating pwedeng tulungan. And now is the time na we encourage everybody to to work together for a cause. And now is our time for our voices to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very thankful to be part of this.
Yun, same question then goes to Jasmine.
Encouraging them. Kung hindi ko naman kaya, we have very, very dedicated and committed na mga ambassadors that step in for us na mga hindi din available. So, ako I'm thankful that not just that I can participate as a private individual, pero bilang ambassador din, laking thanks ko sa World Vision for giving me that opportunity to uphold that role and also na yun nga, maging part talaga siya ng lifestyle ko. Kasi once you're an ambassador, you have to make sure na yan, and you really live and walk the talk, ika nga ni Enzo kanina. And it's so important. Otherwise, parang mema ka lang. Diba? So, and I don't think the World Vision ambassadors that they've chosen, I don't think any of them are that type of ambassadors to yun.
Kasi di ba, Jasmine, there are two, parang kanina di ba parang dun sa particular na virtual run, meron kang pagpipilian. It's either you go for the advocacy that concerns education or health and nutrition. Alin doon yung pinili mo? Are you running for a particular one advocacy or you're running for both advocacies?
I think I'll be running for both because, we all know naman, I've always been vocal about education and about supporting kids and really about my own education as well. I've always been open about that, na hindi pa rin ako tapos, I'm still ongoing, etc. So all of these things, I like to highlight that, but at the same time, sa nangyayari ngayon, I will run for both because importante din na maka-receive din yung mga family ng side.
Yeah. What about si Enzo? Saan siya tatakbo? For education, health and nutrition, or pareho din?
Actually, I signed up for health and nutrition. Pero I want to sign for both. So, pwede bang sumali ako? So, why not? Kasi I believe like what Jasmine said, both are very important.
Yeah.
And I want to do my best as an ambassador para makatulong talaga. So, kaya ko mag-sign up for both. After the 50K, sign up ulit ako.
And so, do you think that doing an advocacy work like this one for the World Vision, do you consider it as a good platform as celebrities or stars to keep in touch with your following or to increase your fan base to do something bigger that will benefit the entire community?
Well, ako to my fellow artists, ayoko siyang gamitin as a way na para dumami yung followers ko.
But to keep in touch with your followers.
To keep in touch, yes. But kung nasa puso talaga ng artist na tumulong, I would suggest to do it. Pero if they're what if their bigger goal is to just to gain followers,
Yeah.
to look good? No, I don't suggest it.
Mm-mm.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Jerry Donato
Thank you.
of a Philippine Star. Thank you for all of your wonderful questions. I'm sure it helped out everyone else. To all of the participants, please use the raise hand feature of the on the participant side. So when we say raise hand, we're not referring to raising your hand on video. If you click on participants right now, you will see that it says 36. If you click on that, and you will see it has raise hand, yes, no, go slower, go faster. So just raise your hand so we do get to take note of who is interested in asking questions. And I can see that Nika Roque has already raised her hand. Nika, please say hi to everyone and let us know what publication you're affiliated with and your questions, please. Good morning, Nika.
Hi po, good morning. I'm Nika Roque from the Manila Times Lifestyle. So, my question is for Jasmine and Enzo. So, meron bang specific experience as to why you guys are so parang passionate about children's causes? Like, what made you passionate about advocating for children?
For me, what made me very passionate about that is because I think when I was a kid, I was very parang ano ba, excited or gustong maki-join sa lahat ng activities. Gusto ko makapag-sign up ako sa ganitong activity or sa ganitong klase. And there are a lot of opportunities that I didn't get to take for myself. But hindi naman siya parang naka-burden sa akin or for my education. These are extracurricular activities. So kung ako as a kid who had a good, let's say, middle income family naman at that time growing up, I would say na parang na-realize ko growing up, what if ako, yun yung mga parang gusto kong gawin na hindi ko magawa, pero I have my basic education naman. What about the kids who don't even have the basic education? I'm complaining about something na is an extra. But for the most, wala silang even access to the pinaka-basic of it. So for me, that's what really drove me. Yung pag-realize ko when I was a teenager na I have a beautiful blessing in front of me, which is my direct access to education. Lagi naman akong na-enroll, lagi naman akong nasusuportahan ng parents ko. Paano kaya yung mga pamilya na may anak na, they just want to make sure ma-enroll yung anak nila next semester or next school year. So that's really why I'm so parang empowered to make sure all kids have the access to it. Because talaga namang it's a basic right, diba? So, yeah.
Alright, thank you. Enzo naman.
Let's hear from Enzo to answer Nika's question.
Yes, thank you for that question, Nika. Ako naman, ang reason ko talaga for doing this is like Jasmine, nagkaroon ako I had a normal childhood na masaya. And naawa ko for the kids na who are not able to experience a good childhood. And for me, I feel that it's a responsibility that kung kaya kong makatulong, gagawin ko ang lahat ng makakaya ko to help. And I guess that's the reason why I'm doing this. I feel that I have a good life and I want others to experience that as well.
Alright, thank you po.
Thank you so much. So that's Nika Roque from Manila Times. I'm looking at the raised hands right here on our Zoom call, our Zoom press conference. The next question is coming in from Mike Murillo. Good morning, Mike.
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but it's a little bit faint, so you may have to speak a little bit louder.
Okay. My question is for Sir Romel.
Okay, before your question, please let us know what publication you're
yes,
affiliated with.
Yes, Business World.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, go ahead with your question.
Okay, for Sir Romel. Sir, the virtual one is new for World Vision. Can you just update us on how has the reception been, for the virtual run, and how many have signed up for the run?
Hi, thanks, Mike. I think as to the number, I don't have the latest yet, but in our latest conversation with our team who organizing the virtual run, we have a number of people who've already registered for this run. So I'm not sure this run coming not just in the Philippines but also abroad, and I mean, getting excited because even myself, because I'm running also for 100,000, by the way, Debbie. As a challenge for us, so we have a number of those who already registered. But in terms of how many so far as of the date, I still have to check with, maybe June has the information on this one. I hope it's okay, Mike. But so far we had, big in terms of interest and expression of interest, excited about doing this run. Considering the last 3 months, we are able to do some exercises. Same with other celebrities already telling us.
Okay. And just to follow up, COVID-19 has affected, how we do our affairs, across the board. As far as World Vision is concerned, how has it affected, with how you guys do you're pushing for your mission? I mean, moving forward.
Since actually we have an ongoing COVID-19 emergency response, Mike, it's all over the Philippines, and so far since we started it.
And the question this time for Jasmine and Enzo, the past couple of months have been difficult, for everyone. So I'd just like to know how therapeutic is, doing this project for you guys.
I think for many of us, we can all relate naman that participating in exercise can really boost our happy hormones or our level of insight for the day. So ako, malaking tulong siya for me kasi mabilis akong madala sa emosyon, madala sa mood, sa mga nangyayari sa paligid natin, sa nangyayari sa mundo, sa bansa din natin mismo. Pero when you participate kasi in a run or a physical activity like this, you are able to take time to really absorb information, to process it, pag-isipan din yung cost na tinatakbo mo. So for me, malaking therapeutic activity siya. And I guess not just itong cause or itong event na running for the children, but all the other things that World Vision provides for us in order to help in these times, napakalaking tulong din para sa atin sa bahay na gustong pumunta at makatulong sa mga relief operations. Pero, ayaw naman natin makadagdag sa mga kaso ng COVID o kaya mailagay sa dangerous situation or di kaya, just really uneasy or uncomfortable situation ng mga natutulungan natin or pati na rin yung mga main people behind World Vision. So ako, it's a huge thing na nakakatulong tayo through all the channels na provide ni World Vision. And even this virtual run, napakaganda kasi hindi nag-stop. Hindi nag-stop yung annual nilang run and they were able to transpose it into the virtual run, which has been existing and has been ongoing, I think, for a couple of years now in the running or the athletic industry rather. Pero it's the first that World Vision will do it, and it's great na we have partners from Takbo kasi sila din mismo nakakapag-share sa atin ng knowledge paano mag-progress. So ang ganda kasi nagtutulungan din. I think yun yung isang magandang mapupulat natin dito na therapeutic din is that everyone in the community that we've been working with for the longest time present ulit and trying to find ways to help us. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
And can we hear from Enzo? I think for Enzo to answer the same question from Mike Murillo. Mike was asking, Enzo, are you there?
Jenny? Enzo just got disconnected with trying.
Okay, all right, no problem. So we will have Enzo back. Again, thank you to Mike. Mike, don't you worry because I remember one of your first. Okay, Gina is already on screen. I believe that's because he's going to answer Mike's question about the number who've already registered.
Yes, Mike. Regarding the numbers, we have a few hundred so far, so we're trying to hit close to 1,000. But so far, the numbers aren't that high compared to doing it with the road race. I think there's still a lot of people who are unsure because some parents that we want to register are still not closed, or some people are worried about going outside to pay for the registration. But there are other options, especially for the payment. You can do it online, bank transfer. Those are the options if you're hesitant. At the same time, there are also areas. For some areas they could run. There are areas they're still a bit strict on their movement. So I think that's also affecting the registration for now. But it's compared to the previous weeks, especially when we started, it's picking up. So I hope that before the registration closes, we can get our target.
And hopefully this press conference and having all of our friends and guests joining us can help us send the word out, especially now that people are able to run outside. There'll be more who will be able to register. So please help us out and do that with us. Enzo is back. Enzo can now answer Mike's question.
Yes.
Hi, Enzo, welcome back.
Hi, sorry na wala yung connection. What was
No worries.
Mike's question?
Mike, would you like to repeat your question for Enzo, please?
Sure. The past couple of months have been difficult for everyone. I'd just like to know how therapeutic is it on your part, to be part of this project?
Sorry, you how therapeutic?
Yes, how therapeutic it is.
Ako kasi ever since, for me, it is very therapeutic. And para sa akin kasi, fitness and working out is one of my ways of coping up with the stress that we're all dealing with right now. Kasi iba yung feeling na tumakbo ka, nag-workout ka, you release happy hormones. And I believe that fitness is it is very important nowadays. Nakawala siya ng bagot, kumbaga.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you to Mike Murillo, and thank you to Enzo, to Jazz, to Gino. Now, I noticed in the chat, I have a question coming in from Ruel Umali. He asks, aside from the children, would you be considering other age groups to continue this advocacy? So I guess, aside from helping out specifically children, would World Vision consider helping out the elderly? Maybe Sir Romel and Sir June can take this on. Are we focusing on just the children, or there's still a possibility of helping out other age groups as well? I can see Sir June on screen. Go right ahead.
Well, World Vision is a child-focused organization, but we work in the context of communities and families. So whatever help that we provide for children would have an effect and an impact to the people that are surrounding them. For the COVID response, for example, we did what was relevant and needed at that time. So we supported frontliners, not just the doctors, but even frontliners at the barangay level. And we also partnered with Bureau of Corrections, Philippine National Police, because the policemen and the ones manning the checkpoints, they're considered as frontliners. So we operate based on the needs, based on the context. And so far, of course, we stay true to our commitment to children because, as you know, even during this lockdown, there was an increased number of child protection cases. And so we need more agents of change, more people to help protect the kids because we consider them the most vulnerable. And so we think that we still need to focus on that, and that is our primary calling. But of course, we partner with different organizations that are also supporting other sectors of the society. But so far, that's our focus: the children, their siblings, and their families.
Okay. All right, thank you, Sir June. Okay, Ruel, I hope you heard that and hope you got that. I have another question here. Pahabol ni Jerry Donato. He's asking, what was the project? This would be for Jazz and Enzo. What was the project that you finished or you were doing before the lockdown? And are there any projects set for once this new normal is established, or once the safety parameters have been established for your line of work or your industry? What are the projects you are set to do? So Jazz and Enzo?
We were midway taping Descendants of the Sun, and we were, I think, up to week 6 already. So unfortunately, we haven't finished the full 14 weeks, but we already spoke to the team, I think, nung Sabado, and nag-usap-usap naman na kami. Hopefully, we'll resume taping towards the end of the year once all the safety protocols are established and we are actually allowed na as an industry to really resume and to be really active together. But there's nothing yet set in stone. Everything's still very much in the talks. Lahat ipagpapaalam pa, and it will still depend on further developments on the situation. Pero as far as I'm concerned, it will be Descendants of the Sun pa rin after the pandemic for me. And then hopefully may mga iba dyan na umusbong ulit or mabuhayan ulit dahil pwede na. But until then, we'll wait and we'll see.
All right, thank you, Jazz. What about for you, Enzo? What was in the works for you before the lockdown, and what is it you're continuing on? Hopefully, just like Jazz said, when the safety protocols are already in place. Enzo?
Actually, ako naman, before this lockdown, I was supposed to have, may natapos na akong movie for Sinag Maynila Film Festival. The movie is called He Who Is Without Sin, directed by Jason Paul Laksamana.
Oh, wow.
And actually, meron din akong isang film na because of the lockdown, hindi natuloy. And we were supposed to shoot in Korea.
Oh.
So, I feel bad because, in a way, but I learned how to speak Korean for the role, everything set na. But hopefully after this lockdown, we can resume taping. And I don't know yet kung makakapag-shoot pa kami abroad, or maybe some of the scenes that are part of the movie, we can shoot here in Manila.
Okay.
So hopefully matuloy. But besides that, wala pa pong ibang offer sa akin. So I'm just really looking forward for this movie.
Okay. Wait, so you learned Korean, or are you still learning Korean?
I'm still I'm continuing my lessons in Korean.
Okay. Well, you know what, Enzo, I think
I can introduce myself in Korean.
Oh, go right ahead. Sige, go.
Yeah. 안녕하세요. 저는 엔조 피네다입니다. 모두들 만나서 반갑습니다. 여러분 모두 아자아자 파이팅 하세요.
Wow! I have no idea what you said, but it sounded good. That is nice. You know what, Enzo? I think a way of looking at this is you were just given even more time to learn the language so that when you do shoot in Korea, you are well versed in it and you'll really get to utilize it. So parang na-delay lang ng konti, giving you more time.
That's true.
All right, thank you so much, Jerry, for that wonderful question. Ayan, napa-Korean tuloy si Enzo. Okay, best of luck to you and Jazz in your future projects. Do we have any more questions? I am checking the chat box. I am checking the participants. Do I see any more raised hands? Okay, well, just in case any of you have any more questions, you know who to get in touch with to ask your questions. Okay, let me just navigate through this. But either way, if there is, if you have any questions for anyone specifically, get in touch with the company that invited you to come on to this press conference so you can ask your questions directly to the ambassador, Sir June or Sir Romel. Once again, thank you to everyone, especially our partners and friends from the media, for gracing us in this wonderful occasion to learn more about World Vision's virtual run for children. Our communications partner will coordinate with you regarding the World Vision virtual run shirts and race bibs that will be delivered to your home. So you get to run with us. Everyone that's part of this press conference gets to virtually run with us. Do spread the word. We would love it if a lot more people got to be a part of this. I think one important thing that we need to mention and to reiterate to everyone is that this is not just limited to the Philippines, but actually anyone else in the world can be a part of the run, except that, well, they don't really get their shirts and their race bibs if they're in another country. So you know what they can do with those shirts? They can address it to somebody in the Philippines, and that's going to be their little gift. That's going to be their donation, and that person can even run with them, right? So, okay, so make sure you spread the word. If you've got friends in other countries, you know, somebody that you're always trying to connect with, this is something that you guys can actually do together, albeit virtually. It's something that you've shared, you know, and you can even share to everyone. The people that you signed up with, the distance that you've run, you all get to share your progress to each other. So this is going to be fun, you guys. Just because we can't be physically together doesn't mean we don't get to run together. We still can. And that's thanks to the World Vision virtual run for children. Thank you again to DOTSPH for helping World Vision make this happen. Thanks to all the partners. Please spread the word on social media by using the hashtag. It is hashtag virtual run for children and hashtag one for children. We hope you had a wonderful time. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a safe and blessed week, everyone. My name is Jelly Victor. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Oh, hold on. Before I said goodbye, and I can see that somebody is already on hand here. Hold on. To officially close the event, because I'm really in no position to do that. Hold on. He's still waiting naman. So okay lang ako. Hold on, everyone. To close the event and give his remarks, I would like to call once again the Resource Development Director of World Vision Philippines. Akala ko kasi tatakbo na siya eh. He has 100 kilometers that he needs to finish up. So I thought he was already off running. Again, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. June Badornes.
Hi, Jel. I think the closing remarks is with si Cez Fernandez.
Okay, so Cez.
Yeah, Cez. Yeah.
All right.
On to you, Cez.
Hello, everyone. So I'm happy that Miss Jelly already closed it for us. It's such a great energy. But what I would like to share lang kasi I had a small win kasi for today. So finally I was able to run din. So I had covered 3.5 kilometers. Wow. So that was because of the added push, the added motivation of helping others. So I believe na people, whether avid runners or ordinary citizens like me, would be grateful that as they run, they also contribute to back-to-school kits for children and also COVID-19 family sanitation kits. And it won't stop there because runners can race as they run, so other people could be part of the movement as well. So when you race as you run, you can just use our Joy to Give platform. So we'll just give you the link through the chat box and our promotional materials. And yeah, so please help us spread the word to our family and friends so they too can be part of this big movement. So on behalf of World Vision Run for Children 2020, thank you and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Ms. Cez. Fernandez, I apologize. I preempted your closing remarks. That's Miss Sass. And you already heard from her. Please do spread the word. Again, one way you can do that is by using the official hashtags for the event. Hashtag virtual run for children and hashtag one for children. Okay, so everyone, please spread the word. Let's get a lot more people to register because we do know that it is helping out the future of our, not only our country, but the future of the world. So it's helping out the children in terms of their education and their health and nutrition. If you don't know which advocacy it is that you would like to sign up for, why not sign up for both? Just like Jazz and Enzo said, it's going to help. Both are equally important. So why not sign up for both? Again, thank you all so much for joining us today. And ito, totoo na talaga. We hope you had a great time. Have a safe and blessed week. See you.
Thanks. Stay safe.
Have a good week, everyone. Run for the children.